Atlanta's glittering nightlife has erupted into chaos, transforming from glamour to scandal in the blink of an eye. The city was buzzing, cameras flashing, fans screaming, when suddenly a leaked video spread like wildfire footage no one expected to see. Tiny, once the picture of composure, allegedly losing control and physically attacking her longtime friend Shekinah Anderson in public. The shocking question immediately rose: what could have pushed Tiny to the edge? The disturbing answer lies in whispers that shook social media. Only hours earlier, rumors claiming Shekinah is secretly pregnant, and the supposed father is none other than T.I. himself. Within moments, timelines exploded. Hashtags trended nonstop. Hashtag Tiny vs Shekinah. Hashtag pregnancy scandal. Hash DNA for T.I. The betrayal was too much to bear, and fans watched as Tiny, fueled by heartbreak and rage, snapped in the most public way imaginable. Eyewitnesses painted a disturbing picture. Not only did Tiny allegedly lash out at Shekinah, but she also grabbed her phone and exposed private chats in front of horrified onlookers. Screens lit up with alleged text reading, "T.I. promised me a future, not just secrets. If Tiny finds out, I'm ruined." The crowd gasped. Reporters shouted questions. Fans screamed in disbelief. It was more than an altercation, it was the shattering of trust and the unraveling of a family. Soon after, court filings confirmed Tiny had initiated legal action, citing both physical assault and a demand for DNA testing. Rumors then spread of a leaked medical note tying Shekinah's pregnancy timeline directly to T.I.'s notorious Miami trip. As if that weren't enough, insiders whispered of a secret audio recording in which T.I. allegedly admits, if Tiny finds out, this family is over. What was once gossip had become a full-blown nightmare for the Harris family. 4 years. Tiny and Shekinah weren't just friends, they were inseparable. They shared everything, standing shoulder to shoulder against the chaos of fame. But now, their sister-like bond is shattered like glass. Reports claim Tiny first confronted Shekinah in private when rumors began swirling. That confrontation spiraled out of control with accusations, tears, and fury. Witnesses recalled Tiny's anguished scream, "How could you do this to me? Out of every man in the world, you chose my husband." What followed was even darker. Alleged text leaks revealed Shekinah not only believed T.I. was the father, but also that she intended to keep the pregnancy under wraps, supposedly at T.I.'s urging. In one alleged exchange, Shekinah reassured a confidant that Tiny would never find out because T.I. promised to handle everything, if authentic. These messages point to a carefully hidden web of lies orchestrated in silence. Fans, stunned, called it the ultimate betrayal, a brutal collision of friendship, love, and deceit. Tiny's heartbreak became a public tragedy. Insiders described her as collapsing emotionally, locked away in her Atlanta home, refusing food, comfort, or conversation. "She's broken," one source said. "Her trust, her marriage, her friendship, it's all gone in a single night." Others whispered Shekinah might have been leveraging the alleged pregnancy to blackmail T.I., securing financial benefits in exchange for silence. Whispers of hush money only fueled the firestorm. Fans demanded answers. Was this truly about love, lust, or manipulation? When Tiny confronted Shekinah again, this time in front of family and friends, it spiraled into an explosive showdown. Eyewitnesses described chaos, screaming, tears, shoving, and security rushing to intervene. Tiny reportedly shouted through sobs, "You ruined my life. You ruined everything," while Shekinah pleaded that it wasn't what it seemed. But by then, the damage was irreparable. Videos of that night are rumored to circulate privately, and many insiders warn if those clips leak publicly, it could spell the end for both the friendship and Tiny's marriage through it all. T.I.'s silence has been deafening. A man known for addressing controversies head-on has vanished from the public eye. No posts, no statements, no appearances, nothing but silence. Fans believe his quiet speaks louder than words. If T.I. wasn't guilty, he'd be shouting the truth, one fan tweeted. Some reports even suggest Shekinah may have quietly ended the pregnancy under pressure from T.I., while others insist she still carries the child and planned to reveal the truth after birth. The conflicting reports have divided fans, fueling hashtags and bitter debates online. But regardless of the rumors, the cost is undeniable. Tiny's collapse, her children's heartbreak, and the cruel humiliation of betrayal unfolding before millions. It feels like watching a family funeral play out in slow motion. New revelations only deepen the scandal. Reports claim Shekinah suffered a panic attack so severe she was rushed to the hospital, allegedly clutching medical documents tying her pregnancy to T.I. Meanwhile, insiders claim she recorded private conversations with him, tapes that allegedly capture him begging her to stay quiet, and even offering money to bury the scandal. If real, those tapes could obliterate T.I.'s career and ignite a courtroom battle unlike anything the Harris family has faced. Tiny, refusing to be left in the dark, reportedly hired a private investigator. The findings were damning: late-night meetings, hotel stays, car bookings, all pointing toward a hidden affair. For Tiny, the evidence painted a picture she could no longer ignore. The internet is in meltdown. Fans aren't laughing, they're grieving. Memes mix with mourning, hashtags trend alongside sorrow. One viral comment summed it up: "This feels like watching a family bleed out in public." No matter who you blame, it's pure tragedy. Tiny's children, caught in the storm, are reportedly devastated, already facing cruel taunts from classmates and strangers online. Sources close to the family revealed the kids cried constantly, crushed under the weight of their father's alleged betrayal and their mother's heartbreak. Rumors now swirl that Tiny has consulted divorce lawyers, though no filings have been made. Friends say she is torn apart, caught between protecting her children and saving herself from further humiliation. "If I stay, I'll die inside," she reportedly told a confidant. "If I leave, I'll lose everything we built together." Talk shows have cleared space for emergency coverage. YouTube channels dissect every detail. Fans everywhere are asking the same question: is this the end of the Harris empire? Because this is no longer gossip, it is betrayal of the deepest kind. For Tiny, who stood by T.I. through arrests, lawsuits, and cheating allegations, this may be the storm she cannot survive. This isn't just scandal, it's devastation. A family unraveling before the entire world. Friendships shattered, trust obliterated, and love seemingly lost forever. And tonight, as the Harris family faces its darkest chapter, the question lingers: can anything survive the betrayal that has turned Atlanta's brightest stars into the center of its darkest tragedy? They cannot comprehend why the world mocks their suffering, why strangers scroll and laugh while their family disintegrates in real time. But this scandal has crossed the line from heartbreak to violence. Reports claim that after the explosive confrontation with Shekinah, Tiny privately confronted T.I., and what unfolded was nothing short of chaos. Neighbors alleged they heard screaming, glass shattering, and heavy furniture being slammed against walls. Police were reportedly called to the scene, though no official arrest has yet been confirmed. Still, fans are convinced something catastrophic happened that night, a secret the Harris family is desperately struggling to keep hidden. And just as the storm threatened to consume everything, social media delivered the cruelest betrayal yet. Screenshots began circulating online, allegedly showing Shekinah confiding in friends about her pregnancy months before the scandal broke. One chilling message read, "It's his. He promised me I'd never have to struggle again." Fans dissected every detail, comparing writing styles and slang, many insisting it matched Shekinah perfectly. Authentic or fabricated, the leaks split the internet in half, setting off a frenzy of speculation. Meanwhile, Shekinah vanished from sight, her Instagram deactivated, her phone switched off. Friends whispered she was hiding in terror, possibly preparing to file a lawsuit against Tiny for physical assault after their violent altercation. If it does land in court, the Harris family could be thrust into the ugliest public trial reality TV has ever seen. Then came the darkest revelation yet. Tiny, crushed under the weight of betrayal, allegedly collapsed in her lawyer's office. Insiders said she fainted as she read the investigators' evidence, her body giving out under the strain. Doctors were rushed in, and Tiny is now reportedly under medical care, emotionally shattered, physically drained, and utterly fragile. To fans, this was the lowest point of her life. Across the world, people felt her heartbreak. The silence from T.I. only made things worse. His refusal to speak has fueled endless suspicion. Sources claim he is working with his PR team on a carefully worded statement, but fans aren't buying it. One viral post read, "A real man would fight for his wife." Instead, he's hiding. That says everything, but the nightmare may not have peaked yet. Rumors persist that Shekinah's alleged recordings conversations with T.I., begging her to stay quiet, could leak at any moment. If those audios surface, especially if they reveal him dismissing Tiny's pain, it won't just end his career, it will burn his marriage to the ground. Part 2 of this tragedy closes with the Harris family at the edge of total collapse. A wife betrayed by her husband and her best friend. A family unraveling under the public spotlight, and millions of fans stunned into disbelief, asking the same haunting question: how much more pain can Tiny endure before everything turns to dust? If the leaks are true, this isn't just the end of a marriage or a friendship. This is the end of an empire, a dynasty reduced to rubble by secrets, betrayal, and the merciless glare of fame. The courtroom drama that followed was expected to be routine, just another hearing in Atlanta's crowded courthouse. But what unfolded was a tragedy so raw and cinematic it left even veteran reporters shaken. The courthouse overflowed with fans, journalists, bloggers, and reality TV producers desperate for a seat. The air was suffocating with tension. Tiny entered first, her head bowed, face swollen from nights of tears. Moments later, Shekinah appeared with her lawyers, cradling her stomach as whispers rippled through the gallery. Is she really pregnant with T.I.'s child? Then silence fell as T.I. himself walked in, his stone expression betrayed by eyes full of storms. Fans watching online described the scene as a funeral, the burial of loyalty and trust. The first bombshell dropped fast. Tiny's lawyer slammed documents onto the bench-ledge hotel receipts, incriminating photos, and, most devastating of all, private messages between T.I. and Shekinah. One read, "I need you to stay quiet until this blows over." Tiny can never know. Gasps filled the room. Tiny sobbed uncontrollably into her hands. And then came the recording. A voice, allegedly T.I.'s, echoed through the speakers. "If Tiny finds out, it's over. Shekinah, you can't ruin this for me. Just keep it hidden until I figure something out." The sound of Tiny's wail filled the courtroom as she collapsed against her lawyer, whispering, "How could he do this to me? How could my sister betray me like this?" The internet erupted instantly. Hashtags like #TinyJustice and #SHIKI now exposed dominated timelines. But then, the twist no one saw coming. On the witness stand, Shekinah broke down. Through tears, she confessed, "Yes, I'm pregnant. And yes, T.I. is the father." The courtroom froze. Tiny screamed. T.I. buried his face in his hands. Officers restrained Tiny as she lunged toward Shekinah, crying, "You stole my life. You destroyed my family." The judge's gavel slammed desperately for order, but there was none. Outside, social media detonated. Fans posted clips of Tiny's breakdown, calling it the most heartbreaking reality TV moment ever. Others savaged T.I., calling him the ultimate betrayer. Then, another leak detonated. A nurse's note surfaced online, allegedly confirming Shekinah's pregnancy timeline matched T.I.'s Miami trip. Within minutes, Twitter was ablaze. In court, Tiny fainted. EMTs rushed in, carrying her out as cameras flashed. The haunting image of her limp body on a stretcher became the most viral photo of the year. The caption everywhere, "Tiny's heartbreak broke her." And then, at last, T.I. spoke, outside the courthouse. Swarmed by cameras, he whispered one line, "I never meant for it to go this far." Too late, the empire was already in ruins. Via One producers revealed they had been secretly filming the scandal for a season finale, sparking outrage. Fans accused the network of exploiting Tiny's deepest pain. Meanwhile, the Harris children suffered the cruelest blow. King Harris allegedly posted an Instagram story, later deleted, "I don't even know if I have a family anymore." Screenshots ensured the world would never forget. Shekinah left the courthouse in tears, chased by furious fans calling her homewrecker and family destroyer. One hurled a bottle at her car. Her team later claimed she was mentally unstable and under medical watch. Days later, the final nail was hammered. Court papers revealed Tiny had filed for divorce, citing irreparable betrayal and public humiliation. The dynasty that once embodied hip-hop royalty lay in ruins. Fans were divided. Some saw Tiny as a tragic queen betrayed by the two people she loved most, while others blamed Shekinah as the sisterhood's destroyer. And T.I.? He stood at the center of the wreckage, his silence painting him as the villain of his own story. What remained was devastation, a family torn apart, a friendship obliterated, a marriage buried under lies. Tiny's tears became the world's tears, her collapse the internet's obsession. And that betrayal, so deep and raw, transformed into a cultural tragedy remembered as one of the most shocking scandals of its time. Because in the end, this was never just about a pregnancy or a fight. It was about love burned to ashes, trust shattered beyond repair, and a woman broken on the world's stage. Tiny's final whispered words, caught on a fan's phone as she was carried into an ambulance, still echo online. "He destroyed me. He destroyed everything." And with that, the curtain fell, the betrayal, the collapse. The heartbreak had all unfolded before our eyes. Tiny, who gave her loyalty, her life, and her heart to T.I., now left humiliated, betrayed by both her husband and the woman she called sister. This wasn't gossip. It was tragedy. A mother fainting in court, children caught in the fire, a dynasty crumbling into dust. The voice recordings, the leaks, the pregnancy notes, each revelation cut through Tiny's soul like a blade. And that last whisper, "He destroyed me. He destroyed everything." How does a queen rebuild when her kingdom lies in ruins? The internet now waits for only one thing, the DNA results. Will they confirm Shekinah's shocking claim? Or will yet another twist unleash new wounds? Whatever comes, one truth is undeniable. The Harris Empire will never be the same. Tiny's pain has become the world's heartbreak, and her betrayal will echo through history. The next chapter promises to be the most explosive yet. And in the cruel theater of fame, one lesson remains: the truth, no matter how buried, always rises to the light.